Okay, let's go.
So we stay with the Jarvies and come back here tomorrow morning and check out the dig site. We've got to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move.
Yeah, let's drive up to the Jarvies then.
Very, very good.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Good night, fellas.
Have a good night.
Apologies again, Pastor. Sheriff Pastor.
The sheriff's tits.
Okay, so yeah, you have to like start driving up. You've got like the rough directions to get up to the Jarvies. Can all of you make me like a power roll? You have a power stat.
Okay.
60 is mine. 43, so yeah, I did it.
Mine's also 60.
Where's our power
92.
Okay.
That's a fail for me.
88 is fail.
Mine is 65.
Fast.
So me and Barry made it.
Cool. So as you're going up, you two just on the edge of your hearing. It almost feels like every like 40 seconds to a minute, it's almost like you can hear like the beat of a heart, like go, boom, boom. Like it's imperceptibly
This is on top of the usual ringing in my ears.
Yeah, but you like it's there, like you can hear something.
Okay.
You guys don't hear it at all.
Fucking having a great time.
Cool, yeah, so you start heading up to the Jarvies. You're going up there, and it's really, really twilight now. And you go up, and there's a kind of like a collection of buildings, and like a big farmhouse. There's like a barn, a few other things. There's this old fella, kind of like sat beside the road, wearing just some tatty trousers and held up by a piece of string. And he has a massive beard and long hair, and he's really spindly. And you can see like a larger guy, and he's currently burning the body of a pig up in front of you.
Cooking or burning?
Like burning, like a carcass.
Hey, old timer.
Hey, how you doing?
Is this the right way to the Jarvies farm?
Hey, Jarvies, yeah!
My name's John Steele.
Hey!
What's your name, son?
Hey!
It's good to meet you too.
Hey!
Would you like a spot of whiskey?
I definitely get his fucking dick out next. Come on.
I'll pour him out a little dram
What are you pouring it into?
into a little shot
mouth.
glass that I
Into his
have.
fucking gullet.
Into a shot glass.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks!
I hope it keeps you warm this evening, old timer.
Hey!
Who's your friend here?
Jarvie!
Okay.
Oh, well, let's approach the other gentleman as well.
The other guy, he's kind of like, he's like squinting at you. Come
Hey,
up.
evening, son. John Steele.
How can I help?
Down from Boston looking for my friend Henry Rhodes. He made a herd of him. He stayed with the Jarvies recently.
I'm Jarvie.
Are you? Good to meet you, son. I hear that your parents made...
This guy's like 60. Yeah. Maybe older, 70.
Son.
Good to meet you, sir. I hear that you may put up travelers for the night.
Yeah, we had Travis here a little while ago.
Travelers.
Travelers, yeah,
Yes.
travelers.
And we're looking for a place to stay.
Very good. My wife generally handles that. You can talk to her.
Well,
Thank you, Mr. Jarvie.
thank you very kindly, Mr. Jarvie.
What's wrong with the old guy?
Oh, that's old Pete. He's crazy.
Why are you burning this pig, sir?
Maybe he's got a plague going around at the moment.
Black sores?
Black sores. I'm hoping not to spread to the rest of the herd. You can see there's like a big kind of a pen with loads of pigs in it.
A pig pen, one might say.
Yeah. Can you make me like a biology roll?
Of course. My biology's only 20, but 25.
Ooh, you can push
That's
it.
close.
You could take some of your luck off.
5 luck for a pig check.
This could be crucial. This could be really crucial.
I don't think so.
The game could hinge on
Cool.
this.
Yeah, there's this like load of pigs and there's one really big pig in there as well.
We could have known what that big pig was, and now it's gone. That big pig was a man in a pig costume. It could have been anything.
We'll never know.
Is it definitely a pig? We'll never know.
We'll never know.
What's up with that particularly large prize pig?
That's Brutus.
Brutus?
Brutus.
Is Brutus poorly?
No, quite the opposite, actually.
I'm just worried for his prize
Very
pig.
horny right now.
I see.
Good.
Brutus, the prize pig.
He's our breeding boar.
Well, looks like you fed him up very well. Good job, Mr. Jarvie.
Thanks.
Can we possibly, we're tired, we're looking forward to a room and food for the night. If you can provide it, we can obviously...
Talk to Mrs. Jarvie.
Okay.
Where is she?
The room only sleeps 2, though. The rest of you have to be in the barn.
That's okay. We're used to sleeping rough on a trip. Thank you, Mr. Jarvie.
Very good. Just head over to the house.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Let's go.
See you then.
Wait, so do you mean there's a barn and we're
Is
not
it just like
sleeping with the
poking this
pigs?
burning pig with a stick?
Goodbye.
Like,
Yeah, he's just stood, arms folded,
Next to a
burning pig in
flaming
front
pig.
of him, and just see you then.
is Crazy Pete doing anything crazy by the road?
He's just dancing now.
He's just dancing.
Bye, Crazy Pete.
He's a little bit further down the road.
You gonna walk all the way back to say goodbye to Crazy Pete?
Actually, I kind of want it. I walk down the road to say goodnight to Crazy Pete.
And you see him just run off and start chasing chickens.
Oh, hold on a sec there, Pete. How's it going? I know you're crazy in that, but why don't you go and chase old Brutus?
He's just running around chasing chickens now. He's
That would have
gone.
been funny to watch, though, wouldn't it?
Okay, let's
okay.
go to the Jarvie house. Oh my
So
god.
you start kind of like smashing along into the house, and it is very like well lit. The smell of like home cooking is
Mainly
absolutely
pork, I'd guess.
beautiful. Yeah, there's it smells like there's roast pork and there's baking going on as well. And there's like a quite a large old farm lady, and she comes like, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hello, Mrs. Jarvie. John Steele, private investigator.
Oh, lovely to meet you, John.
Is it Mrs. Doubtfire? Can I do a spot
She's
check?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
What's your name, Mrs. Jarvie? What may I call you, Mrs. Jarvie?
Oh, it's Edith.
Edith.
Edith Jarvis.
Let me introduce my companions. We got Harry Partridge, an archaeologist.
Horatio
from-
Pendragon, a pleasure to meet you.
Horatio, a pleasure.
And Donnie here, my...
Fucking lovely to meet you, madam.
Donnie, such a handsome boy.
Fine, yeah.
And Seamus. I'm sure he won't cause you any trouble.
Seamus. Oh,
Wait, are you from Ireland?
I'm from all over. Please come in. I was just making some pie. Would you like some pie?
Hey, yo, fucking love to have some pie. It sounds great.
She starts like she cuts up some slice of steaming pie and she gets some fresh thick double cream and pours
hey.
some for each of you and
You're
puts it
fucking
down.
tweeting us. You're tweeting us, Edith.
Edith,
Doesn't this feel a little bit gingerbread house?
we,
to me?
yes.
fucking doesn't. We're eating human
I've been
here.
looking forward to sampling your pie ever since Agnes and Clarence told me about it. They were students of Henry Rhodes. He's a friend of Harry.
The lovely children, yes, they were so nice.
Now we're looking for Henry. I'm afraid he hasn't been home, and we were coming out to see if we could retrace his footsteps and find out what had happened to him.
You're saying the professor? He said he was returning to the university.
He hasn't been back for 2.5 months.
We've not seen him since
Early
must be
July?
months now.
Well, listen, Edith, do not worry. Professors are a flittery sort, and they often go back into the. They get lost in their studies. And I'm sure he's just out there, somewhere around, busy reading his nose in a book.
Professor John Steele on the case.
Professor John Steele. So, Edith, yes, just help out get us some of your great apple pie, and we will just bed down for the evening. Don't worry.
Very, very good.
All right, who's gonna? I mean, I'm the oldest. I'm 58, so I need a proper bed. I can't sleep in a barn. You can't have me sleeping in a barn.
Hey, me and Seamus will fucking sleep in the barn. I'm sure we have one.
That sounds good, yeah. We'll get some whiskey. We'll
Yeah,
have a
we'll
night.
fucking get
Make a night
pissed
of
the
it.
fuck up and fucking shoot each other. There we go. Simple. There we go. Boom.
I'm not one for the company of these learned fucks. I mean, you and me, Danny, I reckon we've got on great.
We'll burn some pigs, eh?
Burn a pig, go chase Pete. Chase Pete in the Brutus' spoon, watch him steal.
After a little while, the other guy, the other Jarvie, the man, he comes in. He takes his like boots off. He's there, just like in his overalls and kind of fairly worn plaid shirt, And he sits down at the table with you guys, and Mrs. Jarvie like pours him a glass of milk and puts down some food in front of him. Would you young boys like any food?
Hey, I'd love to have some. I wondered, do you guys have any of the whiskey? Any of the town whiskey?
Oh, we don't touch that stuff around here.
That's the question. It seems very weird. What's it made of? What's going on with the whiskey?
Oh, I don't know what's going on at that farm. Those Carmody brothers, but there's a terrible stench coming from there.
Oh, really? Do you think it's got something to do with the plague? This weird black plague that seems to be affecting...
I don't know, but we're awful worried about them. They've been getting awful raucous, especially since they came back from the city.
Edith, don't worry about it, Edith. We're here. I'm sure we'll be able to sort it out. They'll cause you no trouble while we're here.
Oh, you're a good lad.
Oh, Edith. Oh.
As she's talking to you, every now and again you notice she's like rubbing her jaw.
Petting her jaw?
Like rubbing it.
Can I kind of like subtly investigate and like get a lean and look at her jaw?
Give me a spot hidden.
86. No, I'm just fucking looking at her eyes. She's beautiful. I'm wondering if I can,
Edith,
get a bit of pie.
you got a bit of toothache there?
Oh, you know, it's just toothache.
Yeah.
Can I, may I have a look? I have a background in the medical arts and biology.
Oh, make me a persuade. He's like thumbing people's jaws.
I just gave you 60, bugging it up. 90.
Don't
60.
let it bother you, it's just an old woman's teeth.
Hey, it's probably just too much apple pie, isn't that right, Edith? Probably too much fucking apple pie. Every night it's crazy.
She laughs
it's
and
too
then
much.
slams down a little slice in front of you.
Hey, you're fucking eating it. I'm not fucking having
It is fucking amazing apple pie.
I'm going to have whatever Jarvie's having, Mr. Jarvie.
It's just like a plate of, it's like sort of like roast pork, breads, cheese.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
stuff
good.
like that.
I'm not going to eat any of the pie. I don't have a sweet tooth.
I'll also pass on the pie. Thanks, Edith.
Oh, thank you for this pie, Edith. It's very kind of you. It's just a taste. Did you grow these apples on your own farm?
No, we have them brought in.
Where from?
The city.
Okay, good.
Hey, they're just fucking apples, John. Chill.
Import apples from the city.
Oh, I love making apple pie, but you need real specific apples to make them.
So what kind of fruit do the Jarvies, not you, you're the Jarvies. What kind of fruit do the Cromaties grow on their farm?
Carmody's, they grow wheat. I think they're using it to make moonshine.
Well, the smell of rotting fruit doesn't make sense, does it?
I don't know what's going on up there.
Okay.
I can't explain it. I would never dare go up there.
Okay, well, I mean, I suppose, according to the map that we were given, I don't know how accurate this is, you kind of have to walk past the Jarvies farm.
That's the Jarvies.
You have to walk past
the Cometies, so
we have
it's
to walk
to the
past
north of
the other farm to get to the camp, you see. Well, thank you for the meal. It's been a long, hard day. We need to get some rest before we go and investigate this mystery further.
Mystery.
Yes.
It's been a long day, John. You're right. You don't want. Well, one more thing, quickly, Mr. Jarvis. These brothers.
Yeah.
Have you ever, had many encounters with them? Anything?
They're ruffians. Since they've been up to that city, I think they've got involved in crime.
Stay clear.
We stay clear of each other.
All right, good to know. Just want to make sure if I'm gonna fucking sleep in the barn, I don't wake up with fucking over and under.
That'll be
fucking
fine.
face. All right. All right, let's fucking hit the sack.
What about that Brutus? He's tied up already? He's not going to come out in the night and just have a go with me and.
Oh, he's broken through a wall before.
Hey, that felt it's a bit of fucking excitement, right?
She might break through your wall tonight, Donnie.
Oh fuck, that's fucking dumb.
All right, good luck, lads.
Fuck.
John Steele looks through the curtains out into a dark night. The smell of burning pig is in the air, but something also a little sweet, maybe rotten fruit. This whole mystery's rotten. He looks over to the bed and sees the sleeping form of Harry Partridge.
Horatio Pendragon.
His friend tries to ignore, in the darkness he looks out and tries to ignore the sound in the very distance of his vision, of his hearing. A beating heart, pounding in time with his own.
Bum bum.
Bum, bum.
And two boys fucking in the barn.
Go on there, Tony. Oh yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
fucking hell, Seamus?
Holy shit. Wow.
I'm the Irish, what are you doing? Get out of
Hey,
here.
fucking shame. Come on, Seamus.
Okay, so you bust into your you get shown to the boarding room of the Jarvies household. And, it's very, very simple, just like the rest of the house. It's quite like rustic. And there's two kind of like thin wooden beds with very hard mattresses on them.
Is one near the window?
Sure.
Shotgun on the one by the window.
Okay. You take the one by the window. There's a little nightstand, like sort of like a dresser type thing. There's a bowl of water in there.
Okay.
And yeah, this Mrs. Jarvie. Mrs. Jarvie. How did she talk again?
Yeah, it was pretty much like
that's
that.
it, yeah.
She was
Oh,
That's
she's
it.
lovely.
That's
there you go.
right.
Mrs. Doubtfire. There you go.
This is where the lovely professor and his wife, they slept in here.
Yes, I can see that. This is your guest room. Thank you, Mrs. Jarvie.
Yes, you bed down now. I'll help the boys out in the barn.
Okay.
Very well. I'll have a nosy around.
You'll nosy around.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, right. Okay, go.
In
for
the
it.
room,
Yeah.
88.
I found the bed. Quite
Yes, so you've successfully identified
The
two beds.
2 beds.
Do you want to have like a look around?
I think I'm lost in my thoughts a little bit. I'm like, I can hear that heartbeat in the distance. Boom, 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 boom. I'm seeing like images in my head, like a man that I shot during the war, a man that I shot. His arm was blown off.
His ass was blown up.
Blew his ass.
blew his ass clean off. And then I'm getting like snapshots of like people like Crazy Pete, and like the person in the tavern, the shop who gave me the whiskey.
Yeah.
And it's like boom 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 boom. Yeah. The pig spinning and Mr. Jarvie looking like this, like spinning a
It
burning
wasn't
pig.
roasting a pig, it was just a pig
He
on
was
fire.
burning a
It's more creepy. It's more
He
creepy.
was like
Like
telling
the
us
pigs
he
in
was a
Divinity
pig.
2, the flaming pigs.
Oh,
One's
shit,
covered in
pigs on
necro fire.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, like everything, just all the creepy stuff in that guy's bedroom with no just looking at his cold eyes. What was his name? Walt's mother. I think I can now see Walt's mother in her bed. Da-dum, da-dum.
Oh man.
And I turn to Harry and I'm like,
Good night.
see you in the morning.
Horatio, you turn to Horatio.
Horatio, Pendragon.
Whatever.
Are you sure you don't want to have a little investigate?
No, I don't want to investigate the room. It's I'm gonna have a sleep. I'm gonna get into bed. I'm gonna get into my bed.
Okay.
Usually knows
cool.
when the DM gives you a hint like that.
Yeah, normally when he presses the point. Can I use persuade to persuade him to have a nose
Go
around
on,
the
you
room?
should-
What do you say to him? Yeah.
Perhaps you should have a nose around and see if you can spot anything that might be hidden in this room.
Let's have a look.
38.
38. I've got very high spot hidden, so I should just see stuff instantly.
You're
Going
like
into
an
the-
investigator.
Yeah.
You're used to looking in places that people wouldn't normally look. Is kind of a thing.
So I walk along and it's like a creaky floorboard, and I'm like, a creaky floorboard. What might be under? Oh, it's not a Christian.
That was just my back, sorry.
So it's the door again.
Yeah, the creaky doors. No, so you're kind of like.
I brought you my apple pie, some cocoa, and a hot water bottle.
So you're having like a little nosy around, and you notice a piece of paper that seems to have fallen behind this sort of like nightstand.
Oh God.
Fish it out, man.
Oh, hang on a second. There's something behind here. Let me move this creaky old cupboard.
It's really loud, really grating, scraping noise, and you find like a crumpled up piece of paper that seems to have fallen down the back.
Oh, he's gonna hand it to me. I like it. It doesn't look crumpled up, Tom. Crumple it up.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
that.
It's now illegible.
There you go.
Oh, it's a receipt or something. What's this? Oh my gosh! I think this desk must have been where Henry rode. Why am I all posh?
I don't know,
can't
you
help
keep
it.
forgetting the accent.
I can't help it.
be where Henry Rhodes
This must be where Henry Rhodes wrote his letters. This is something he half finished and maybe discarded. My dear McTavish. I wish I knew where to begin. It appears my suspicions were correct, and Blackwater Creek is indeed built upon the former site of Cade's Rest. I've discovered artifacts that give every indication of an early colonial settlement. There is... Oh, it's all hard to read now. It's hard to make out as the ink is all smudged. There is so much more here. So much more than I hear my mother sometimes. I know her voice. She's dead, but I hear her. That's all crossed out. The cave is not just a myth. Cade tried to bury it. But she is there and she never died. That's all smudged and crossed out as well.
Roger.
I've procured some dynamite and I aim to open up the cave as soon as this damnable storm is over. Even the wind sounds like her. She needs me. I must free her. God forgive me. Well, this is all crossed out and smeared. It's the writings of a madman.
The Walter boy.
It's the writings of a madman.
That Walter boy, Walter Garrick, also believed he could see his dead mother. Interesting.
Have you seen your dead mother lately?
She's not dead.
Have you seen your living mother lately? How old is she?
She's in her 90s.
Is she doing well?
Oh, she's wonderful. Yes, thank you for asking.
Yes.